Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining me. I'm RJ, and you are awesome because you've been watching the live show. So you already know that I've been taking apart my StageRight 5-watt tube amp just so we could rebuild it in this video better, stronger, and faster. I'm sorry, that last line was from the $6 Million Man. What I meant to say was, in this video, I'm going to be rebuilding my 5-watt StageRight tube amp better, louder, and cooler. You don't know? Well, that can only be because you're not subscribed, right? So why don't you do me that favor and hit that button and subscribe to the channel. And while you're doing that, set up all notifications, okay? So that you don't miss out next time, all right? Cool. Now, back to what I was saying. In this video, I'm going to be rebuilding my 5-watt StageRight tube amp better, louder, and cooler. As a matter of fact, not long after I took it apart, I had a day off, and it was a perfect day to be painting, reassembling, and modifying that amp. So, check it out.
Flashback.
Let me tell you about the paint while I paint. This is Duplicolor's 2-part vinyl wrap spray system. You get 1 can of clear coat and 1 can of color. It goes on good, it dries fast, and it looks pretty good when it's done. My only problem with it is that there doesn't seem to be a whole lot in the cans. The prep spray, you get 1 coat worth of material in the can. As for the color can, well, you're getting about 4 coats worth of spray. As for me, in my experience, I got 1 coat, barely, of the prep spray, and with the paint I got the initial dusting coat and then 3 good solid coats after that. If I had to do this again, I would probably just get 2 sets of cans.
Eventually.
Everything is dry now, so we're just about ready to get started putting everything back together. Before I do, what do you think? Take a quick look. Oh yeah, we got to switch out that speaker. Hold on. All right, that's better. Nice. One other thing before we get started, I fucked up. Yeah. Actually, when I say I fucked up, I should say I fucked up once, maybe fucked up twice, possibly I fucked up 3 times. We'll see as we go. For now, let's just check out this fuck up. Let me see if I can get this on camera for you. All right, so now you know what the fuck up is. The tape pulled away. I didn't notice until I was ready to peel the tape off. And, well, when I was pulling the tape off. Then that happened. So, yeah, I fucked up. And in a way that's like totally obvious right up front and totally fucks up the project. Great job, RJ. Okay, so now I'm going to do this. I'm going to start putting the stuff on the outside first, and then I'm going to work my way inside and put the amp and the speaker in there, all right? Oh, yeah, by the way, you see this, see how chrome this is? Well, we're going to fix that too. A little bonus, all right? I picked up this. This is a cutout overlay that a gentleman over on Etsy makes for these amps, as well as the 15, and they also fit the Harley Bentons as well. Anyway, we're going to put this on, all right, so we can get rid of the chrome. Back to this. Time for me to start by putting all the chrome and the handle back on.
End of
And
flashback.
there it is. All right. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. So far, so good? Well, I don't know about that just yet. Slow down, because I did tell you guys earlier that there's at least 2 fuck-ups in here from yours truly. And, well, here comes fuck-up number 2. Before I took this apart, I forgot to get any sound samples. Yeah. I got so caught up in a whole bunch of other stuff, behind the scenes, doing this, learning how to do live, all that shit, that I totally forgot. So I fucked up. There you go. Fuck up number 2. All right. So yeah. So, but that's not too bad, right? I hope you guys forgive me for that little bit, but we still got my opinion, because I have owned it for long enough to have an opinion and to remember what it sounded like beforehand. And, well, you guys still get to hear it as it is now, right? And that's really what we want to know about, right? How does it sound now? My final thoughts. This paint system, like I was saying, is really good. You need to get 2. Just to do this, you really need to get 2 packs. You get the 2 cans together in the package, 1 prep, 1 paint, and you really should get 2, because this is already coming off. I barely touched it. It's been dry for several days now. It's not tacky at all, but just rub it up against it and it's starting to come off. So it's going to need another coat at some point. Although I still think it's a really good project. It's easy to do, guys. I did all this with a screwdriver and a pair of needle nose pliers and some paint. That's it. You know, so this is really easy to do. There's just one thing you got to be careful of when you're taking out the amp section. Don't touch anything. Don't touch the transformers, none of that stuff, because somewhere in there I know that there's something that retains juice long after you take the plug out. So, and if you touch that, you can die. So I don't know exactly what it is. I just know stay away. And that's what I'll do. And you should too. But taking the amp out, section out, is literally, I think it's 4 screws. And the speaker, same thing, 4 screws and 2 little cables. So it's an easy upgrade to do. It's fast, and it is significant because, in my opinion, I hear a difference in this thing. Okay, it's a little more full bodied. It's always going to sound fuzzy. It's always going to have a certain tone because it's built off of 50s design. Basically, it's meant to be as clean as possible. So when you fuzz it up, it's going to have a certain tone. But by changing the speaker, I've added some more mid-range and a little more bottom end, and that's a win for me. Now, next project like this is going to be putting the Celestion speaker that came out of this one into my Stage Right solid state amp that the speaker that's in here now came out of. All right, and we'll see what happens with that. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten to get the sound test on that one. I already did it for another video, so I've already got sound samples for that one in the factory speaker with this speaker. And then once I do the upgrade, I'll get the sound test for the Celestion. So that one will have a full sound test, okay? And it's going to be interesting. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. As always, you guys are awesome. Don't miss out on the lives now. I'm doing live shows every Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 7 p.m. California time, I think, right? If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, okay? And so definitely stop by the live, okay? We'd love to see you there. And that's going to do it for this one. You guys have been awesome. I've been RJ. Until the next one, take it easy.